Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from MouseSteps.com.
And this is episode number 477
477
of Mouse Steps Weekly.
Sponsored by MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel. We just bought our Oogie Boogie Bash tickets.
That's right. Very exciting.
So now Disneyland is on my mind, although usually it's Disneyland Paris. But no matter where you might want to travel this fall, Halloween is at all the parks. You've got Disneyland Paris, you've got Disneyland, and I recommend Oogie Boogie Bash. And then we have Walt Disney World as well with Mickey's Not So Scary. We're going to have the characters Minnie, Daisy, and
Clarabelle.
Clarabelle, yes.
She's your favorite.
As the Hocus Pocus characters, just like we saw them at Oogie Boogie Bash, they will be in Mickey's Not So Scary, Mickey's Booty Parade.
That's great. That'll be exciting.
Yeah, so check out MEI and Mouse Fan Travel no matter where you want to travel, or Universal Fan Travel, which is also them.
And this was bright and early this morning. You were over at the Magic Kingdom.
I was for the reveal of the tiara-topped water tower at the upcoming Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which used to be Splash Mountain, but it's going to be, of course, we're looking at Princess and the Frog re-theme here. And so just to talk about it, you see the water tower here, and it says Tiana's Foods on it, and it's got a little sparkle there to the tiara on top of it. So Princess Tiana and Louis, we're just going to talk about the attraction for a second. They go on an adventure down the bayou as they prepare to host a one-of-a-kind celebration during the Mardi Gras season, and there's going to be dozens of new audio animatronic figures, and it's going to open sometime in 2024. I've seen it say late 2024. I hope it won't be, too late. And also Disneyland's Splash Mountain has recently closed for the attraction.
Well, there's one very important, the most important question of all.
It will.
Beignets.
Yeah, no. It will smell like beignets.
No. I want to have a beignet bar. There needs to be beignets as you leave the attraction, the option to get some fresh, hot beignets.
I would hope for that, and not just the scent of beignets. I mean, they'd be able to sell plenty of them, so hopefully they'll have something like that, just like New Orleans Square at Disneyland. And maybe mint juleps would be nice as well.
So we will keep track of the updates of the Tiana's
Bayou Adventure, yes,
as it continues to be built.
And also, just to mention, Princess Tiana, Naveen, Mama Odie, Louis, and more will be part of the attraction. And I think it will be really fun.
Lots to look forward to.
And we're here at the Magic Kingdom. Jeff was there with our friend Axel last Wednesday. I was running around on the monorail getting Epcot photos, and also over at the Grand Floridian, so I was getting all the construction stuff.
And it's very fitting because yesterday was 626. It's the official Stitch Day, and I wanted to see him. I heard he was out roaming. He used to meet up at the theater behind on the stage all the time, but now he's kind of roaming around. It's a test, though.
And I don't want to even call it a meet. It's a distance greeting from Stitch, and I guess you were told that sometimes he's up there and sometimes he's down here.
Right, I was correct. I was talking to his handler, and apparently this is just the test. They're going to see how, the feedback is. I gave feedback that I like this. I like having him roam, and he'll stop and take pictures, but it's not necessarily a meet. He is roaming. He's not necessarily going to stop and pose with you. Although if it's not busy, and here's our good friend, Mr. Curious Axel there. You might remember him. He used to do a lot for us over at Disneyland Paris, but now he lives here in Florida.
Right. And so we're just looking still at Stitch. We've seen a lot of characters lately. We did Tusker House, and then we saw characters at Wilderness Lodge, which we're going to talk about. Oh, and here is Sunny Eclipse.
There's a character we haven't really seen in person for a little while. He's had his ups and downs, so to speak, but Sunny Eclipse was in full force on this day.
I have not seen him in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while there, and you could see our friend Curious Axel in the background waiting for me at the table there. But it was nice to see Sunny Eclipse again.
And you had a good day.
It was, It was a great day at the Kingdom.
The weather was bad almost all day, except for around this time.
It was really pretty perfect. And again, we had mentioned you were off doing some resort updates, so I'll let you take over and tell us what we're seeing here.
So I think at this time I'm on the boat from Disney's Polynesian Resort to the Magic Kingdom.
Wow, that's coming along.
Yeah,
though.
that is Disney's Polynesian Village Resort, the DVC Tower, and you can see there's like tarps over the rooms.
I haven't
it's
seen
so
it when it was
now.
connected. Last time it was sort of like two separate. I thought it was going to be two buildings, but I guess it's one.
No, it's going to be one building if you look at the
Interesting.
concept art. But the thing is, like, almost nothing seems to move quickly as far as construction at Walt Disney World, but that building has gone up so quickly. And now we're over here at Disney's Grand Floridian. They've been undergoing construction and such, and refurbishment of rooms since last year. And you can see there's so much going on at the main building right now. And I've heard maybe they're not going to end up doing yet the lobby, but we'll see, because I don't know that for sure. But right now they're working on the rooms up above. I have no idea what's going, why. I guess the fencing is so they can work on those rooms on from the balconies and such. But you also have in here part of the lobby is sectioned off.
Oh, so you meant the other lobby before when you said you weren't sure if they were going to be working?
No, they're working in the lobby, but I don't know that they're working on the lobby. I don't know that they're doing the lobby refurb that they're going to be doing. They're working on the rooms up above, and you can see that it's sectioned off for work-related purposes, but I don't know that they're working on the lobby. That might come later.
Interesting. So after all that, we reconvened and we decided last minute to go have lunch here at Disney's Wilderness Lodge at the Whispering Canyon. And we hadn't been there in a number of years. And what a nice surprise. It was Axel's idea. And boy, we had a great time.
It's been about 2 years, I think, since we've been to Whispering Canyon Cafe. And the food is really good here. It's pretty reasonable. And you can see the menu, which includes the all you care to enjoy signature skillets, which you don't have to get. You can get an entree.
Right.
There's other options. Although, for a lot of the entrees, it's not that much different in price than a skillet.
Right, exactly. And we tried two different skillets. We tried the Heritage, which was more of the breakfast skillet, and then the Carnivore, which was more of the the meats.
The meats. And Axel ordered essentially a skillet for one, and there's my hand sanitizer. And
good to have.
Yes. And then we ordered a skillet for two, a different one. So Axel ordered the Heritage for himself with buttermilk, cheddar biscuits, and sausage gravy. And we're looking at our cornbread too, which was very good.
So delicious.
With cheddar biscuits and sausage gravy with scrambled eggs, country potatoes, hickory smoked bacon, pork sausage links, and Mickey waffles.
There's a look at all of that. And afterwards, we were able to order all that we want. So we all tried all of this. They offered, do you want some more Mickey waffles? Do you want, whatever? You didn't have to order another whole skillet.
So you can't order like one skillet for the whole table and then get another skillet. Like, you can only get the skillet that you ordered.
Right.
So, but you can have, probably all three of us could have ordered a skillet for one and then asked for the same items again. And this has ours was a carnivore with chipotle barbecued slow smoked pork ribs, oak smoked beef brisket, barbecued pulled pork, citrus herb chicken. Oh, I didn't even see that. The server took it.
Our waitress did some nice video for us.
Country potatoes, buttered corn, and charred carrots. She was very nice. She didn't make me eat.
With that big ladle. Almost fed you with the ladle.
She tried to feed me. I was like, no.
Well, you can tone down. It's called shenanigans, and that's what they're famous for at the Whispering Canyon. Especially if you order ketchup, it's a big.
But I think some servers will probably not tone it down as much as she did. She was really good.
And this is, by the way, if you want a little bit more, so we ordered some more of the meats, and we got a full round of the meats, and that was more than enough for all of us.
Yeah, especially since I didn't eat hardly any meat. I mostly ate the potatoes and the cornbread and the corn and the carrots and a tiny bit of the brisket.
It was really a great experience. The food plentiful, and again, you can tone down if you want to just enjoy the food without a lot of shenanigans. You can ask for a quiet table, and they will seat you far off on the other side where you can actually
Hopefully.
have a. No, they.
I know in the past that they've done that for me.
They did say that is an option, but I like the shenanigans.
Drinks not included, just to let you know, unlike some other restaurants.
But while we were there, we noticed there was a bunch of characters roaming around the
lobby. I saw Captain Hook. I'm like, look, Jeff,
but
Captain
this is
Hook
better.
I know,
it's Bolt.
but
Bolt, you never see Bolt. Never comes out.
But my story is, I saw Captain Hook out there, and I was like, why is Captain Hook in the lobby?
Well, Captain Hook was good, but Bolt, I have not seen Bolt in a number of years. Probably at Disneyland Paris, probably 2018 during Fan Days or something, 2018, 2019.
I have still not seen Bolt. I saw Captain Hook.
You chose unwisely. You need to go straight to Bolt if you know he's in the proximity.
I didn't know. I didn't know till you told me, and he was already gone.
I see.
I didn't see him.
Well, Axel said, Bolt's over there, and I ran. You should have seen
like
me
a
run.
bolt.
I was the last to meet Mr. Bolt.
He wasn't out there for very long.
And there's Max?
Yes, and Max, the other characters were out here for a long time. I don't know why Bolt went back earlier than everybody, and we could have, I guess, waited for another set. But
yes, if I had missed him, you would have been saying there, and we would have waited for another set.
We were there for quite some time.
Here's King Louis. King Louis was trying to figure out. His handler was asking if anyone knew how to start man's red fire. So both of us, you came up with the idea of rubbing two sticks together.
No, I did absolutely no. I did. I thought you did.
Was it me?
You did.
I thought I got it from you somehow. Maybe you said a lighter. Anyway, everyone was giving him.
I don't know that I gave any. I think I was just like, I think I was quiet, actually.
I didn't know.
I gave no advice.
Maybe it was somebody else.
Yes, but I was just enjoying seeing everybody. And when I was saying that I wanted to get home because it was rush hour. So, but we ended up seeing the two sets. There's a total of 8 characters that we saw in 2 sets. And normally they'd probably have been at Epcot. But I think because of the rain, because it rained almost all day, I think that's why they were here.
Yeah, I mean, I have never seen... Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. One time we saw a ton of characters over at Disney's Art of Animation, similar to this. But usually at a resort, you're not seeing this type of setup.
But it can happen. So you just never know. I know. And for us, it was such a surprise. Again, end of the meal, I'm looking out. I'm like, Captain Hook is there. And that's who I thought was the only one out.
You never see me pay the bill so fast.
I know. You were faster than me to get out there. And you saw
because you had Captain Hook, and he was a lot of fun. I didn't get a chance to see him very long. He was the second one, actually, to leave after Bolt. And then... all the other characters.
There's Pinocchio and Geppetto.
But I didn't know there was going to be another set. We were almost ready to leave, and hey, wait a minute! It's Pinocchio and Geppetto, and you don't really see them very much, especially in the parks. At Disneyland Paris, you see them both all the time.
Every day at Disneyland Paris, you see Pinocchio and Geppetto over by the It's a Small World, the gate that the parades come out of. Right. They're always there.
And they're great. I mean, we've had some really fun interactive meet and greets with them. But to see them here at the Wilderness Lodge, that was really a nice special occasion.
Well, it's different, to see the characters in a different environment than we normally would.
And not really crowded. I mean, you had a handful of guests, but, nobody was, rushing them or anything. Everyone was pretty respectful. You waited your turn, and you had a chance to take a picture with them or to meet them.
I can see Wendell back there.
Yeah. Oh, we're about to see a little more of Wendell in a moment.
And you're saying about, there's not that many guests who were there. There were some, but there weren't that many. So it wasn't like you were, trying to get in a big line or something, or... it was really very nice.
And, it was funny because Pinocchio and Geppetto here were kind of having fun. He's kind of like playing little games with the guests. And, they look like they were actually having a really fun time, too. And I could see you around the corner.
Then I probably see you and I'm moving back.
And we're about to see Wendell. And it's so rare to see Wendell in a different area, not at the Country Bear area. So, and he kind of fits in here at the Wilderness Lodge.
We've seen him at Epcot. So we have seen him over at Epcot, where I would normally have thought we'd see this type of group of characters over at World Show Place.
Well, his handler was saying, that he's looking to start a band, and I recommended you could call it the Country Bears, perhaps. So, and they were looking for a horn player, and they wanted to see if I would be able to help with that. And I said, I'm not really qualified.
No, you're not.
But it would. But Wendell is a fine fiddle player. So anyway, it was a lot of fun, not rushed, and quite interactive as well.
No, I enjoyed it, and plus, I just love being in the Disney's Wilderness Lodge, and this has been one of my favorite Disney resorts since it opened in the '90s, and there you see the weather, and I'm like, we have to go, because it's raining out.
Well, and there was also lightning, like big lightnings in the background.
I think Pinocchio and Geppetto are also like, we have to go. And actually, Geppetto's putting his hands up. Maybe he heard the lightning.
Oh yeah,
and he had his hands over his
that
ears.
is actually what had happened.
I mean, Wilderness Lodge is really a great place to go when the weather turns.
It is, as you said, and also just to walk around, and you even went into the gift shop and ended up making a purchase, a nice purchase.
I bought a towel that has, the totem pole with like Humphrey Bear and Mickey and such on it. So.
Which is beautiful. I love it.
It's a great towel.
It was a very nice purchase. So we want to thank Axel for the idea and for coming over and hanging out. We had a great time. I look forward to getting together with him
we had
again.
Fun.
And that, believe it or not, that is another show.
That's another show. Thanks to our sponsor, MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel. Head to their website for a no obligation quote. It doesn't have to be just about Walt Disney World or Disneyland or Disney Cruise Line. It could be Royal Caribbean. It could be
Universal.
Yeah, Universal. They have the Universal Fan Travel. They really are. They can do everything.
Adventures by Disney.
Adventures by Disney. Yep. So check them out.
And next week, it'll be Independence Day here in the U.S. So, of course, we'll be going over to Epcot, and hopefully we'll be seeing some Independence or special characters in their 4th of July
just like
outfits.
Every year.
I love it. I love it. And also, the Voices of Liberty do a special concert. I hope to see that. And then we'll make our way over to Fort Wilderness for the 4th of July golf cart parade, hopefully.
Right. We're looking forward to that. I'm not sure everything we're doing this week. I know we're heading to the Four Seasons to see some suites and
newly redone.
So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm not sure what else we're going to be doing in the coming week.
Yeah, over the weekend, I'm sure we'll be venturing out to the parks and seeing some things. I know we talked about we want to see Elemental, the new Pixar film, so hopefully we'll be able to squeeze that in. I hear it's very good.
Yeah, no, we saw, I've seen a half hour of it, right? So. But I want to see the whole thing.
Not all of us have seen a half hour. So actually, I did see a little bit, but not as much as you.
Right. So I definitely am looking forward to that. And maybe on the 4th of July, we'll try to squeeze that movie in between Epcot and the 4th of July golf cart parade.
So thanks again for listening. Have a great week, and we'll see you all next week.
Have a great week.